In just over 2 weeks, one of the most anticipated fundraisers of the year returns to Victoria. The Courtnall Celebrity Classic doesn't only draw big names to our city, it also raises money and awareness for mental health care. In the capital region, Louise Hartland has been following those stories for us, and she joins us now with a story of a woman who found herself struggling with an addiction at an older age.
For more than a year, this is how Shirley Peach spent most of her time.
Well, we were very close, and we did things together all the time. We pretty much lived in each other's pocket.
After 2 years of devoting her life to her husband while he struggled with kidney disease, her beloved Stan died.
I was just totally lost without him. I was just an empty shell. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know really where to turn or just how to put my life back together.
Shirley began to isolate herself from her friends and family. She didn't want to do anything. Instead of turning for help, Shirley turned to alcohol.
And once I started self-medicating, it was just a downward spiral. Like, my life became an absolute train wreck. I was right off the tracks, thinking I'd never, ever be able to get back on.
After hiding her addiction and depression from her loved ones for more than a year, Shirley hit rock bottom. She knew she needed help and checked herself into hospital. That's where she connected with Jenny Spring, a social worker with the Vancouver Island Health Authority's Elder Outreach Program. Spring says Shirley is not alone. An estimated 25% of seniors struggle with a mental illness at some point, most commonly depression.
It's not always necessary that the people themselves say that they're having a problem so much as it is the people that look after them, spend lots of time with them, notice that they're having some difficulties.
Radical changes in behavior are also warning signs that something is wrong.
You might see someone who's not eating, not sleeping, or eating too much or sleeping too much. So that's it's a variation from the normal pattern.
VHA has an entire department specifically for seniors with mental health issues, and it's finding great success.
We have a range of newer medications that are much safer, much better tolerated, especially for the elderly. And we look at all sorts of other psychosocial programs, individual programs to try and help seniors.
Those programs turned Shirley's life around. She is 2 years sober and has her life back on track.
It's an illness, and any other illness can be treated, and so can that. So there's really hope, and I would please encourage people to seek out the help, like give themselves that gift, the gift of being happy and healthy.
Louise Hartland joins us now. Louise, it can be difficult to talk openly about mental illness at the best of times, especially for seniors.
That's right, Eric. Mental health care providers say seniors are less likely to be upfront about their struggles and talk about problems. That is something their generation shies away from. That's why it's so important for seniors to know there is help available and what they are experiencing is normal. Both Shirley and her social worker will be on CFAX tomorrow morning at 10:30 with you, Eric. Together with the Courtnall Classic, their goal is to erase stigma attached with mental illness and raise awareness.
And of course, we'll be taking calls as well. Thank you, Louise.
Thank you.
Louise Hartland reporting.